Hola amigos, Levi from the Rag Company along with
Juan Gonzalez.
And today we are getting together because, well, we found this razor.
Yep.
The dealership dropped it off and said, hey, you guys want to use it for some videos? We said, sure. They said, just so you know, it's already clean. Well,
it was not, well, it was clean.
It was a little bit.
As a dealership clean.
Yeah.
Not a detail shop clean.
That's right. So today we're gonna wash it.
Solo vamos a lavar el día de hoy. Para hacer esto más interesante, vamos a hacer este video en doble idioma, que es inglés y español o inglés y español.
Más o menos.
Más o menos, algo así. En este video vamos a estar demostrando las diferentes formas de limpiar un vehículo, como este que está atrás, cómo se lavan en agencia y cómo se debe de lavar en detallados.
Yeah, so we're going to use some different products. So we've actually got active foam, Coach Chemi's active foam in our foam cannon. We've got W4 in our bucket. We've got Brake Buster in our foamer. And then we've got our big foamer that we are going to be using just some Green Star as an all-purpose cleaner. So we're kind of mixing and matching today between Coach, G-Technic, and PNS. But that's what we do because it's the Rag Company. We're also going to be using a number of different products.
So, lo que vamos a estar usando en este video van a ser varios diferentes productos como lo que es de la línea de G-Technic W4. Este producto es biodegradable. Esto lo vamos a estar usando en las cubetas, pero también vamos a estar usando productos como este en la pistola de Coach Chemi de Active Foam y también productos de PNS también. Así es que estamos usando diferentes productos, como lo mencionó mi amigo Levi, pero es lo que hacemos aquí en la Rag Company. Así es que síguenos.
Let's get started.
Vamos. Para empezar, este ring ya está listo para la entrega, pero no en mi reloj. So, lo que vamos a usar PNS, Brake Buster y primero saturarlo de producto para que el producto empiece a trabajar y despegar las partículas que están pegadas en el ring. ¿Okay? Como puedes ver, ya está trabajando el producto. Ahora lo que nos hace falta es ahora limpiar el neumático, la llanta. ¿Y cómo vamos a hacer eso? Con Green Star de Coach Chemi, de esta forma. Vamos a dejar que empiece a trabajar el producto y empezamos con nuestro cepillo a remover toda esa suciedad del brillo. Puedes notar el color que se está haciendo café. La espuma, en vez de ser blanca, ahora se está convirtiendo en café. Eso significa que estamos removiendo toda la suciedad del neumático. Una vez que hemos hecho esto, volvemos a poner más producto y empezamos. Reactivamos un poco más. Y empezamos de arriba para abajo. Pero en estas partículas que están aquí es donde queda toda la suciedad. So, ahí es donde empezamos a concentrar el cepillo. Una vez que lo hagamos limpiado con eso, agarramos este otro cepillo y volvemos a dar un poco más. Y empezamos a limpiar ya un poco más. Y así de sencillo se lava un neumático.
Okay, so as you guys saw with Juan's wheel, same thing with mine. This is a bead lock and it's got little cutouts in here also. So it's got these little channels and they're just absolutely full of dirt and mud because as it's rolled around, it's fallen out, it's linked. Basically this plate, for those of you that don't know what a bead lock is, this plate bolts to the outside of the wheel, and this bead fits in between both and it pinches it. And that way you can run lower tire pressure on these. Problem is, you now have this plate that actually has a tiny, tiny little gap that dirt fills and fills and fills and fills. So whoever washed this previously, well, they didn't think about that. And that's one thing that you've got to remember when you're working with different types of wheels types. So for this, we've got Brake Buster here in the IK sprayer, and we're just gonna spray the wheels and get them soaking. And then I'm gonna use a little Green Star as well on the tires, and I'm gonna put it on the back side of the tire too, because, well, they're exposed. So you wanna make sure you get every single spot. The nice thing with the foam is it's gonna help encapsulate and grab some of that dirt in those little channels. So I'm gonna load that up. We'll get that guy going. Get our sprayer out here at the Green Star. That sprayed. While we're at it, we'll go through the back of the wheel here. We'll spray the barrel and the suspension components. Set that off to the side. Now these tires, because they're in the dirt so much, they get a lot of browning. We want to be able to remove that. That's why we're using a tire brush. You can also take your tire brush, spray a little Brake Buster in there if you want to. With our little brush, same kind of thing. We're gonna get inside all these little nooks and crannies. I like loading up the brush a little bit. Now, you can't work top to bottom, primarily because you don't want to keep bringing all the dirt from the bottom. And just for good measure, take my bigger brush. And what I'm trying to do is get some of this inner barrel back here, just in case there's any dirt or anything, and I'm hitting some of these suspension components too. So now we're gonna go around, Juan and I will get the last of these wheels. We'll start washing this thing, but that's it in a nutshell. Even though it looks like a very small wheel, it's still a very complicated wheel.
Nuestro siguiente paso es enjuagar las llantas. Después de haberlo lavado, empezamos a enjuagar. So, Levi.
Yes.
Ya lavamos los rines, las llantas, ya enjuagamos el vehículo. Ahora el siguiente paso, que es uno de los más importantes, ¿cuál es?
Jabón.
Exacto.
So yeah, we got it all rinsed off, got the wheels, tires done. Now the interior is dusty, but I think we don't need to pressure wash it. However, you can do that.
I love doing that. So you mean to tell me I'm not gonna be able to do that? That was the best part. That was the part that I wanted to do.
Well, I'm sorry to take that away from you, but we are gonna foam it, and if a little bit of water gets in it and a little bit of soap gets in it, it's not gonna be the end of the world. These are very well sealed. So, you know, if it's, you know, you're not making a lot of money on it and it's the easiest way to clean it, then hey, that's what you do. Just be very careful in how you do that. So, all right, so we're gonna use some soap. I got it rinsed. We're gonna throw down a little snow foam.
What's the snow foam?
Yeah, this is active foam.
The active foam.
Yeah, so it's got a cleaning agent in it. It's a higher pH soap. So it's going to break down and dissolve a lot of that leftover dirt and grime that's on there. My guess is they didn't do that when they washed it because there's still a lot of just stuff stuck to the paint.
So, el Active Foam, lo que va a hacer ahorita en este proceso, vamos a aventarlo, vamos a ponerle espuma y esa misma espuma va a estar trabajando y va a estar removiendo todas las partículas que se quedaron pegadas, toda la suciedad que se quedó pegada, porque no todos los jabones remueven toda la suciedad.
Sí.
So, eso es lo que vamos a estar haciendo, eso es lo que nos acaba de explicar nuestro amigo Levi. Y adelante. Bueno, Levi, ya lo enjabonamos. Ahora, una de las partes que me gusta bastante es restregar el plástico que está poroso con el scrubman.
No, that's a good idea.
Esto ayuda a removerlo un poco más y es un poquito agresivo, pero no agresivo que lo va a rayar.
Yeah. So Juan's going to use the scrub mitt because it helps on textured plastic. It helps clean it a little bit better. It's got a little bit more scrubbing power. You also don't have to worry about, scratching it like you would on the paint surface here. It's still super delicate, but it really does a good job of getting in there and getting a lot of that dirt out of those pores. Smart idea. Now, most of the time people use dressings and things all over these suckers. And some are great, some actually work. Others, well, they leave a lot to be desired. They can actually attract more dust, making this even more dirtier. So it's good that we're cleaning all this stuff off, getting all this extra goop off here.
Como comentaba mi amigo Levi, en estas partes plásticos porosos, muchas de las personas tienden a ponerle brillo y ese brillo lo que ocasiona es que atrae más la suciedad y no solamente la atrae la suciedad, sino también el mismo brillo con la suciedad expuesto al sol va a calentar la superficie y lo va a descolorar. Por eso es que muchas veces miras que el color negro después de un tiempo se torna a gris. Por si no lo sabías, Levi, esta es una de las toallas que a mí más me encantan, las Liquidators. Desde la que las usé, es lo único que uso en mi taller para limpiar vehículos. Y lo recomiendo bastante.
I love the Liquidator too, just for the same reasons. You can dry just about anything with it. You can dry a lot of things with it. Hey, 2-3 cars will make before it gets fully wet. And they're hardy, strong, durable towels.
One thing I will say though, es muy cierto que estas toallas, una vez que acabas de secar el carro, empieza a estar muy pesada. Y sí, mucha gente dice, es muy pesada, pero es muy pesada porque está absorbiendo todo el agua.
It absorbs 15 times its weight in water.
¿Sí? 15 times. Yeah. 15 times, 15 veces más su peso, su tamaño. Yeah. Wow, en crazy. Agua.
Yeah, pretty crazy. So we're just gonna dry this off and we'll probably use a little compressed air to get any of the excess off. Blow it out of the little cracks and crevices and things like that. All right, guys, so there you have it. Hopefully the new owners of this razor will be very excited to see it.
Bueno, yo pienso que van a estar súper contentos después de este proceso, este largo proceso que hicimos. La gran diferencia de lo que es una limpieza de agencia versus una limpieza de un detallado profesional. Espero les haya gustado este video, amigos. Y como siempre, suscríbete al canal de The Rag Company y danos like.
That's right. Like, share, comment, subscribe. And for more bilingual videos, stay tuned right here on the Rag Company YouTube channels.